I'm Steph Gal, and this is my first makeup tutorial, which is kind of exciting. And this is the look I'll be doing. It's kind of this smoky eye, kind of brown type look, but kind of not. And I'll be using the Urban Decay Ammo palette, and from that palette I'll be using Chopper, Sin, and Oil Slick. And I'm just showing you just because if you don't have these colors, you know, you can go out and find some that are just like it, you know. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be MAC. It doesn't have to be Urban Decay. It can be anything you like. And I'm using MAC Texture, which is kind of, it's a brown color, but it kind of has an orangey kind of undertone, like an orange undertone to it. And this matte color by MAC, but it's really old, and so it's rubbed off. I've had it since I was like a freshman in high school. And it's just for the highlight though, and it's just about a shade lighter than me. So it's just above the highlight, like above in your highlight. And so anything will do, just make sure it's matte because the Urban Decay colors do have a lot of shimmer to them. So you just want something matte on the highlight and the blend out color, just so you don't have glitter like all the way up your eye, because it's just going to be a lot of glitter if you do. So primer is important for this look, and if you don't own a primer, a really good trick is chapstick. Just put chapstick all over your lid and it'll work amazing. So keep watching. Okay, so I've already kind of taken off the makeup and just primed my lid. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a kind of just an all-around brush, an all-over brush, which I'm using the e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush, which is this brush. And so what you're going to do with it is you're going to take I'm going to take Sin, and I'm just going to wet the tip of the brush. Not too much, just a dab of water. And just so the color becomes really kind of pigmented, because it's very light kind of. And you're just going to kind of apply that all over your lid, you know, just patting it on because you want it kind of heavy. And you're just going to keep patting it. And actually this needs to be a little wetter. And then I kind of just dab it onto my hand just to get, not like, so it's not packed with water. I just kind of pat it on my hand. And you're just going to take it and you're just going to keep applying that all over your lid and into here, like outside kind of water duct area, and just keep patting it on. And then you're gonna take, actually you're gonna need polyester Bry too, which is a little shimmer. I forgot to say that color. And what you're gonna do is just apply a little bit of it right there. Just really make sure that part of your eye right here is really light, just so that it lightens your whole face. It lightens your whole face up, and you're gonna keep applying. And then once you're done, you're gonna take I lost my brush. It's kind of a flathead brush. Don't know what it is. It's from a cheap like little brush set that I had. And so all you're gonna do is you're gonna take Chopper, and you're gonna want to wet this brush too. Excuse me. And so you're gonna wet it, and you're just gonna apply it to about this half of your eye, the Chopper, and you're just gonna pat it over the Sin that you just applied to your lid, and just keep patting it on, just so that the color, you don't really want to lighten it. You want this like distinct kind of between the two colors, the distinction between the two colors is what I'm trying to say. And you're just gonna keep patting it on over your lid. And sorry, my eyelashes look really weird right now because I didn't take my mascara off. And you're just gonna keep applying it over, and about to the tone you like it. I like it about right here, if you can see it. Yeah. And then I'm gonna take, well actually I think it a little darker. Okay, so if you can see the two distinctions between the two colors. And I'm gonna, one second. There we go, probably better. It's just, you can see the distinction between the two colors. And just apply it all over the lid right there in the corner. And then I'm going to take my contour brush by e.l.f., which is this one. So you can see it. And I'm going to take Oil Slick, which right there. And I'm just going to kind of just dab it. You don't want too much of it because, like I said, it's like a smoky eye, but you don't want this heavy packed in black because it's not what the look's really going for with this look. So then I'm just going to put it into my V and just kind of blend it. Ooh, this is bad blending on my part. And you're just going to want to blend it into your V and just keep blending it. And you don't want it to go all the way over. You just kind of want to focus in your V right now, like in the outer corner, and slowly kind of bring it over. And you just want to do this really light with your brush. You don't want to be too heavy with it. And just keep blending it, circles of course, to blend. And you don't want the color too heavy because it's supposed to be a softer kind of look. And just blend it over. And if you do want it to be kind of a harsher look, or you know, like a more out, like nighttime look, this look actually looks really good with like a red lip, which I'll show you guys afterwards. And you just want to keep blending it over into your V, which is like this. And then about right there, I kind of like this, about where it is right now. I'm not going to add any more black to it because, as I said, I don't really want it to be too harsh. And I'm just going to kind of blend it with my fingers in. And yeah, because you don't really need, you could use a blending brush for this, but I just don't want to, don't feel like I need to. And I'm just going to keep doing this. And then I'm just going to circle again. And to re-brighten those colors, because sometimes the black does fall into them, and so I'm just going to take Sin Over, just going to kind of reapply it right there just to make sure that color is really light. And if you get it really far out, just kind of blend it up with your finger and apply it over. And also you could do, you know, a liquid liner on top of your, you know, line the top really heavy. I mean, you could, it looks really pretty with it too. It's just not what I want. Like I said, I'm going for kind of a lighter look. And so with that, it kind of adds a different feel to it because I've done it before, and I'll show a picture of it at the end. And this is, all you need is this, really, to me. And then you just kind of reapply the chopper to the outer corner. And you want to re-wet your brush because it's probably not going to be as pigmented because it's not as wet anymore. And chopper and these colors are, they're super pigmented, but they're better wet. And so I'm just and then you're going to take a kind of a fluffy brush, not too fluffy, which is this one. It's from Avon. I don't know the name of it. It's just kind of a fluffy brush, so you can see, like, and you're going to take your matte texture. Once again, it's kind of a brown with an orangey kind of undertone a little bit. And you're just going to, you don't need too much. So I kind of grabbed a lot, so I'm kind of just fluffing it onto my hand so I don't want it too heavy. And you're just going to take it and you're just going to apply it all above the black. And I'm actually going to use this. And you're going to do it really softly because you don't want it to really get like everywhere, and kind of blend it into the black to soften the black. And you're just going to keep doing this really softly so that the color doesn't come out too heavy, because more pressure, the darker the color is going to be. And the more will fall out of the brush. And so just gently over. And you don't want to go into your highlight area, your brow bone, so just kind of whoop. And then, as you can see, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my contour brush again, and I'm not going to put any more product on it. I'm just going to pick it up and just like this, just kind of rework the black. And if you want to, you can. Sometimes I do, if I want a darker look, is just dab it like this, nothing too heavy, and just into your corner, just to give it a bit of a darker look again. And you're gonna, Okay, and then once you're done with that, you're going to take your highlight color, and you're just going to, I just put it on my finger, nothing too fancy, and just pull it in there. And that's just, you know, so your brows don't look weird and awkward in the shadow realm. And I kind of applied a lot of it, but you don't really need to. And I kind of put it over the texture a little, just so that it's not so one color, another color blocked in there. And I'm just going to take texture again because I feel like it didn't really show up because I blended it out too much. And just pull it all the way over. Oops, sorry, like this. And once you're done with that, you're going to take any eyeliner that you want. I'm using this New York City eyeliner, or I think it's New York City pencil. And if you're using a pencil, you know, you kind of sometimes want to burn it just so that the color comes off better, because it will make it, you know, liquefied kind of. And so I just kind of, whoop, and just apply it onto your lash line. And if you want to make your eye look bigger, you know, just use a white eyeliner onto your waterline and then kind of apply your black underneath your lashes, or a brown to kind of add depth, and then do like a white and a brown and then a black on top, but a brown on your waterline will add depth to your eye kind of. And you just want to apply it. And like I said, I didn't take off my mascara, so it's like I'm just kind of moving my lashes everywhere and it's awkward, and I just apply it to my waterline. And then I said I'd show you guys with red lips how this look looks, because it's, I guess it kind of gives it a night feel, which is different. And so I'm just going to take this color off. And if you want, sometimes I do is I'll take my foundation, which is, this is MAC NC30 is my color, and I'll just put it over my lips just to kind of matte them and so that and kind of prime them in a way. And I use e.l.f. complexion brush to do powder, and I'm going to take, where is my red that I want to use because I love it. Can't find the red I normally use, which is the, oh, there it is. Just kidding. This is, this is e.l.f. It's an e.l.f. red color. Ooh, what is it? Rich Red by e.l.f. And it's really matte and like pretty, which I love, and it stays on forever. And it's kind of pinkish too, which I like because I don't want a sharp red. And I'm just going to apply it all over, top and bottom. And the great thing about this color, oop, I got it on top, is that it stays on forever, and it kind of stains your lips after a while, which is what I love about it, because of the fact that if I'm wearing it, sometimes I don't want to have to reapply it every 5 seconds because of eating and drinking. And even if you eat or drink and you know you get your lipstick on it, it still pretty much stays there because it's kind of stained that color, which is really great. And it's really matte because I sometimes get annoyed of always having like a shimmery, glossy red lipstick on. And that's it. And if you want a darker one, you can use a darker red. I don't personally like this darker reds on me. And this is the way it will look. And if you have any other questions, you can comment them and I will gladly answer. And also, this is the finished look of the eyes. Hope you guys enjoyed, and sorry if it was kind of like babbled on. I was kind of nervous, my first video. And so if you guys have any requests or anything, comment down below, and I will link other things that I use to do makeup. I'll link my Instagram and my Facebook page below. Also, I hope you guys enjoy.